Hey guys, X-Woman Legacy here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what I've been working on with my cheat table over the last, I don't know how many years. So, recently updated it with what I had been working on, all the fixes that I've done, various things like that. But today I'm going to show you guys firsthand what the new changes are. So, if you don't know already, my cheat table is for Cheat Engine. Once you've downloaded it, you can start up your game. Once your game is started, you just press this little computer here. You do Fable Anniversary. Once that's up there, it should say Fable Anniversary at the top. Then you're going to want to open the table if you haven't already. You can do that by just pressing this folder right here and then finding where it's located. For me, it's just this folder, and it's going to be Fablean, Trainer, and then my newest version. Once you've opened that up, it should look like this. There should just be something that says player. You can open up player, and then at the top you'll see equipment. If you open up these, you can see your hats and stuff for your clothing and your weapons. As you can see, it's populated at the moment. I don't have every slot unlocked at the moment, but I should be able to make an easy fix to improve that in the future. Now I use chests, gloves, hats, and boots. Once you have this kind of stuff, you can just go up and hit this and then just type it in like that. So here's most of the armor in the game. I did take some of the other stuff out, but there are other things that I can find. I have to do some more exploring in the code, but you can go in and just change it to what you want. You just click on the button like that and then hit OK. And then you just have to open up your menu and put it on. Okay, let's move over to the weapons. Weapons are very similar. So let's bring out the melee weapons. Let's say you wanted a different weapon than the Sword of Aeons or something like that. You just open it up and then you scroll down and click on it. So instead of Sword of Aeons, well, no, instead of the katana here, we're going to replace it with the frying pan that does damage. Now if I open up my menu, go to equipment, go into my swords, and there's the frying pan right in the second slot. You can do the same thing with bows. Unfortunately, if it says NA, you can't change it. I haven't found a way to make it so the game doesn't crash when you try changing it. So don't change this if it says NA, at least in the weapons and armor. And well, bows as well. Next up we have vitals, so we have your maximum HP, your maximum mana points, and your mana points. I have little drop down menus for these as well. These kind of correspond to different amounts of health based on whether you have elixirs and stuff. And then I have an OP one as well. So what you normally start out with, this is your max health when you first start the game. Right there. Oh, that looks a little different. That's right though, it's just the only reason they look so weird is because I have my health set up much higher than what the max is at the moment. But as you can see, you can go around and change this. So let's change it to OP. Give ourselves a nice huge health and mana bar. Oh, oops. Changed the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Now if you wanted like unlimited health, you just have to hit these buttons right here. This will make it so that if you get hit, your health won't go down, well, fully anyway, and then if you press the mana one, your mana won't deplete either. Now let's turn those off. Shut that. Next up we have experience. So here's your different experience points. Let's say I change this one to that. At the side you can see how much was added to bring it up to that point. Then we have stats. You can change your age. This currently doesn't have a visual effect, but it does show up differently in your stats. Next and finally is our newest addition, we have objects added into here. So we have 3 different groups that correspond to 3 different sections in the memory where objects in your inventory might show up. And then we also have gold, which works the same way as it always did. So as you can see, it goes up and down like that. Now we have a drop-down menus in here as well. So we're going to start with, let's open all the sections so you can kind of see. Right now you have different slots, and they don't really correspond very well with different places in your inventory, because as you can see, we have red meat, and then there's a potion, there's a pie, another potion, an apple, carrot. Scroll down, there's more potions here, which that kind of is an issue because I can't really put this into a decent organization if it doesn't line up well. But as you can see, there's 3 different sections. I have about 58 currently anyway. I have 58 different sections or different slots in here, which ends up being, well, enough anyway. All of my characters have a max of this many slots anyway. So what we're going to do though is we're going to look at this. So in here, I have another drop-down menu. This has everything from potions, gifts, food, null items, everything you can think of. And the only thing I did not include are things that don't show up when you try to look at them in the inventory. So let's go with a dead body for a minute here. So we're going to change this last dude here to a dead body. Let's make it, we're going to have 99 dead bodies in my inventory. So let's open up the inventory, go to equipment, options, and then if I go into, well, anywhere, so I can go to here if I want, but we're going to scroll down until we see a blank. With a null item, you're going to have a blank inside your inventory. And it's probably going to be towards the bottom. There it is. Now I have 99 dead bodies in here. I don't know if there's any practical reason to do this, but I mean, you can. It's a nice way to try to find stuff that's in here. I'm going to use the dead body. It doesn't do anything when you use it, but why not? But yeah. Got a lot of stuff in here, and I still have a lot more to do. Currently, there is not a... I have not sorted this yet. I should definitely do that, but to do that, I'm going to need to section out my thing here. So this is kind of what I have so far. This is what it looks like before I put it in there. Currently, as it stands, it's kind of a it's a mess, to say the least. What I want to do is I'm going to have to section this out. I'm going to have to copy these out. I'm going to have to put them in their own table. I'm going to have to sort them by name. And then I'm going to have to copy them back into a table and convert them into this kind of a format right here. Once I've converted into this type of a format after sorting things by name and by section. So as you can see, I have potions and gifts and whatnot like that. So once I'm done getting that kind of stuff, well, figured out, I can, well, unjumble the mess that is my inventory. Now, if I go to section 1 here, you can see just how many files or just how many things I had to go through. And I had to go through all of these individually, like one by one. Everything that says null either didn't have a value or show anything or didn't have a name. So in total, I went through 1,500 different items in game, and then I didn't. I still have more that I can do. The reason this stops at D015 is because D115 is actually where melee weapons start. And, well, having melee weapons inside of your inventory but not inside your melee weapon section doesn't really help you because you can't equip something that isn't there. For reference, we can do this. So we need D115. That should be an iron sword. let me go up here and change something here. So let's go up to, yeah, let's change this one. Let me just change this. We're gonna go with, let me add to the bottom, D115. Okay, so now if I scroll to the bottom, there we go, test, change that. Now if I open up my inventory, and I go over to the options here, if I scroll down, there should be an iron sword around here somewhere. It might be at the very bottom. You should be able to find an iron longsword. There it is. So now the iron longsword is currently inside of my, well, this inventory instead of over here. And I think, I don't really know what will happen. I think if I go over here, there, yeah, it's not over here. Let's go back. And then let's try to see what happens when I use it. There we go. Let's use it. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Mainly because that's not where it's supposed to be. But, as you can see, that's kind of the gist of it. Now, this was supposed to be the prison key, I think. Hit PPP, prison key, cell key. I'm pretty sure that's the one it was supposed to be. But yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should try to add to this, let me know. I'm always open for ideas. See you guys.